Hey, this is JNM with a new Unreal Engine 4 tutorial. I updated the low poly FPS project to Unreal Engine 4.21 and I extended the inventory, which is now just an action bar. As in the previous part, you have pickup items that can be added to the inventory. I start the game now so that you can see it in action. When you collide with an item, it is added to the inventory, and the visibility of this can be toggled by pressing the I key. When the inventory is opened, you can drag the items out and then they are removed. This is the current state of development. The project will be extended and I added this to my Gumroad. The link is added to the description. But now let's see how this is actually implemented. It is a mix of C++ and blueprints, so it's a nice learning project to see how to combine C++ and blueprints in Unreal Engine 4. We have an FPS player and a pickup actor, both in C++, and when I double click this, Visual Studio 2017 will be opened. So here's the FPS character. It is derived from a character. And here we have a member of type TArray that carries a pickup actor items, and this is the inventory that appears as action bar. And this is the implementation of a pickup actor that inherits a actor, but this is also shown in a previous tutorial. In the game, these items appear as gems, and when the player is colliding with them, they are added to the inventory. Here we have the methods for the inventory. The first one is add to inventory, which is just called by C++, and the second method is remove inventory item that can also be called by blueprints. Then we have events or delegates, and these are raised when items are added or removed from the inventory. They can be defined by multicast delegates macros, and these particular ones have two parameters. The first parameter is the item that is going to be added or removed, and the second one is the whole list of items inside of the inventory. The onAddInventory item event is raised by the method addToInventory, and onRemoveInventoryItem by the method removeInventoryItem. Okay, that's it for the C++ code. Now let's have a look at the UMG widgets and the blueprints of the project. As already mentioned in the previous part, we have an inventory item, which is an UMG widget, and this is just a button, an image, and a text. To the image and the text are bound properties of the pickup actor. So when we assign a pickup actor to this widget, the properties name and image are reflected in the UI. But now let's see how we can remove an item from the inventory, and this is done by drag and drop. For the button of the inventory item, we have to use the method onPreview mouse button down and then call detect drag pressed, so that the event onDragDetected is fired and we can execute a drag operation for an item that we added, and that is called item drag drop. This item has a variable of type pickup that we can assign here for this drag operation. Here you can see the item and the variable of type pickup actor. Okay, now let's have a look at the action bar, the inventory, and this is just a grid that contains inventory items. We have 8 inventory item slots, and when I change to the graph, you can see how they are initialized. Here I defined an array of items and assigned the UMG widgets to them of type inventory item, and on the right in the blocks you can see the logic for removing and adding items to the inventory. In the remove block I bound the event onRemoveInventoryItem, and when this event is raised, I first remove all the inventory items from the inventory, and this is done with a blueprint function called clearItems. You can see this here. I just loop over all the items and just don't assign the pickup actor, which is like setting it to none. And after that I again loop through the items and assign the pickup actors that we get from the parameter of the event onRemoveInventoryItem. The implementation for adding an inventory item is simpler. I again bound an event which is called onAddInventoryItem, but this time I don't remove the items from the inventory, I just add the pickup actor that I get by the parameter item from the onAddInventory event to the last index of the item array. This index I store in the variable item count, which I increment after adding the item. Okay, but now let's see where we are notified when this drop operation happens. I did this here in the UI HUD, which is basically a canvas. For this we can override an onDrop method, and we can cast the object to an item drag drop that has again a pickup actor attached as parameter. And for this I added a so-called event dispatcher that is called inventory item removed. I do this because now I can be notified at a location like the FPS HUD, where I'm adding the UI HUD to the viewport, and this means I have a reference to the UI HUD and can bind the event dispatcher here, and I also have a reference to the FPS character, and I can call the method removeInventoryItem of my FPS character, and this is the C++ method that I have shown a few minutes ago and that can be called by blueprints. Here it is, this method removes the item from the action bar and again raises the event onRemoveInventoryItem that updates the UI. So that's the basic architecture. You can get the project from my Gumroad page. For a low price in my opinion, it's a kind of learning project for C++ and blueprints. To that I will add more and more features. So guys, I hope you liked this tutorial. The next part will follow soon. Stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And if you want to support me, think about being my patron. This would really help a lot. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for your support, and I'll see you on JNM.